How's it going, everyone? My name is SwingPoynt, and thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. It feels weird to be able to say that out loud and for it to be true. It's because of you guys, and I'm so humbled by it, and I know that I'm humbled by it because I have been sitting here for way too long trying to figure out what to say, how to say it, and how to really reflect what I feel on the inside, and it's humbled. It's legitimately just humbled. Because one thing I realized that I don't know that everybody else realizes is that I'm just a dude. That's all I am. I'm just a dude. I'm not some, like, YouTuber on this pedestal, and please don't ever think that. That's one thing that I'm always really trying to communicate, is that I'm just like you, and I really want you to take that home. I am just like you. I don't ever, like, one thing I struggle with is, as the channel gets bigger, more people look up to me as the leader. Just because I'm the one who uploads to it. That's all it is. That's why. And I don't ever want there to be this thing that makes you feel like I'm disconnected with you. This is the thing I've been struggling with, trying to figure out how to say this stuff, because I feel like there's a young audience out there that looks up to YouTubers and thinks that they're the bee's knees, and really, I'm just like you, man, and I want you to know that. And I remember what it felt like when I was just starting out with YouTube and how exciting it was, and all these cool emotions that were going through my mind then are still going through my mind today, and I'm the same guy I always have been. Maybe I'm a little bit more open than I used to be, but that's because of you. That's because of the courage that you give me to try new things, to keep pushing this channel forward, and to dream big. I know dreaming big is something that you've probably heard a billion times on the internet, but when you actually start to feel what that feels like, it's something that is just, magical feels like the cheesy, accurate word for it, but it's something else, and it just pushes you to feel like you can do so many awesome things, and to know that there are 50,000 people around this channel all helping to push towards the same goal of making something great here. It's something that's so, like I said, so humbling. And I guess to go back to trying to communicate that message that I'm just a guy just like you, it doesn't matter how old you are, I'm just a guy trying to figure things out in life. I have this book that I found. I used to write in it a lot, and I was looking through it not too long ago, and just to give you an idea of how long it took to get things going on the channel. Like, it took a long time, and I really sucked at making YouTube videos for a long time, and I probably am still, no, not probably, I know I still have a lot to figure out with YouTube and life and everything, and I think about that so much. Like, if you're like 14, 15, oh my god, what am I gonna do with the rest of my life? Don't worry. You'll be 20, 30, who knows, maybe even 40, and you'll still be thinking the same thing. Like, that doesn't go away. That's something that you're always going to have, and while it's scary for a lot of people, and for me, I'm not saying that it doesn't freak me out too, but it's one of those things that you can, if you have the right mindset, you can also turn it into something that excites you. Not knowing what's going to be next can be exciting. It can be motivating. It can be something that pushes you into new great heights that you would have never imagined, because frankly you don't know what's going to be in the future, and that's something that you guys have really helped me appreciate a lot. Just the idea that anything can happen in the future, and that we can start with nothing. We did start with nothing on this YouTube channel. We didn't have anybody, you know, give us a shout out. We didn't have anybody there. It was me. And people just started showing up because you're an awesome person that decided to give somebody a shot. I know this is gonna turn into rambling, but man, I feel like that's the best type of vlog sometimes, is where I just ramble and emotions come out, and I just start thinking what's off the top of my head. And I know it can turn into this long mess, but I feel like it's the most real thing that I can give you, is just saying what comes to my mind. And like I was saying, just the fact that we could start with nothing and just continue on and keep getting bigger and keep growing this channel and keep brightening people's day. That's something I always mention in every vlog, is how we brighten people's day around here, and you're a part of that, building this awesome community, and where everybody's talking to each other, everybody's nice to each other. It really helps bring up people's self-esteem, which is one of the goals I've always had in the channel, is to be a good influence on people, because like I said, I know that there's a large young audience on YouTube where that is very influenced by everything that they see, and I want to be somebody who helps be a good influence in people's lives. And I know, like I said, usually the younger audience, but it doesn't matter who you are, because I feel like we're all equals here. And to be able to just be a good person and be that person in somebody's life means a lot to me, and you've helped with that so much, and I thank you so much. And I was talking about this black book, and I freaking already forgot about it, but here, just to give you an idea of how long things took to get started around here. The channel was established in November 2012, so it's already been a while. It took from November 2012 to almost the end of January 2013 to get the first 100 subscribers on the channel. Because I used to write all my goals down, and we blew past all of them. I never even dreamed that we would get this big, and it's nuts. But anyway, it took from January to April to get 150 total, and then it took another month to get the next 50, and like it was so slow compared to what's going on now, but I was still so excited, and I'm still so excited for every new person that shows up. I look at the numbers that we have on the channel, and one thing that always blows my mind, one thing that always just leaves me awestruck is the fact that there's people behind that. There's an actual person behind each one. And that's something that's so cool to me, to know that there are so many individuals out there that are nice enough to go ahead and give something like this YouTube channel a shot, that are nice enough to stop by, like something, and then say, hey, I want to see it again. And not only that, to take it to the next level and comment with other people and just create relationships with people and to just keep building a really awesome community. It's something that's so cool. And I mean, a bunch of other things that were in this book, which I feel like is probably the most important part of this vlog, and we're already like way into the recording, is that so much of what was in the beginning of this book, when I first started out with YouTube, when I was shitty at everything, is that I was just sitting here trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, how to make things better, how to improve what I do, what games to play next. And I think at the core of it is how to figure out myself, to figure out what I want to do. That's something that's so important. You really, really need to take the time to figure out who you are and what you want to be. And it's like, seriously, just pages and pages and pages of just crap and like splattered all over the page of me just trying to think things through, trying to brainstorm, trying to figure out who I am, because I feel like if the better I can represent somebody who looks like they know what they're doing, the better leader I can be for someone who needs it, who's watching the channel. And that's something that means a lot to me, and I I guess to go back to my point is, if you really want to be happy with life, and I always feel weird, one reason why I don't say a lot of the things that go through my head in vlogs with like inspirational type crap is because I feel like I don't have a lot of it figured out yet. I'm 22 years old, and for me to be talking to people like I have all this knowledge just feels wrong. And maybe I need to stop feeling like it's wrong, because I know that as the channel gets bigger, I'm being viewed more as somebody who is a leader, and I need to act like it. But don't ever forget that I'm this very humbled guy who is always feeling like I need to improve, who's always feeling like I need to just figure out a lot more about life. I don't look at myself any higher than anybody else. I never have, I never want to, because if I start doing that, then I'm an asshole, and I never want to be that. I always want to be somebody that you can look up to, or maybe not look up to, or maybe look next to. I don't know, I'm trying to think of the right words for it, but somebody who you can look to as someone just like you, who you can talk to and have a conversation with, and is somebody who is trying to figure out this world just like you. So I guess really, if there's some sort of theme, some sort of message, I feel like there has to be a point to things when I talk, is to believe in yourself, and maybe more so just try to figure out who you are and make sure that you own it. Make sure that you are proud of who you are and be okay with what you are, because I feel like a lot of folks feel like just because they're not like somebody else that they look up to, that means that there's something wrong with them, and that's not the case at all. And don't ever think that, because if you start thinking that, you'll start bringing yourself down, and that's a dangerous, dangerous road to go down. Just make sure you like yourself, and if you don't know what you are, or who you are, or what you want to do, or any of that crap with the rest of your life, just keep working at it, because you're never gonna really know all the way. And that's something that once you accept that, life starts to feel a lot more awesome. Just always try to keep pushing yourself, to keep figuring out what you want to do next and find things that inspire you. And how to do that, you just gotta try things. I think I've made a vlog about that before. Just try things. Just keep pushing and keep doing things that make you believe in something big. And I feel so blessed to be able to have found that thing with YouTube here, because I don't know what I would do without YouTube. I really don't. I'm in a job and I like it a lot, but I like YouTube so much more. And if I didn't have YouTube, I don't know what I'd be doing with my life, but I really feel like I'd just be antsy, always looking for something else to do. I'm so glad that I have this thing that we've helped build together, that I can be a part of it, that we can keep pushing this channel forward into new, greater, better heights. And like I said, I don't know what I would do if I wouldn't have found it. It's done so many awesome things for me. It's opened up so many opportunities. I met so many wonderful people, so many folks like yourself. And I just feel so blessed. Like, and I read a lot of the comments, and it's so positive all the time. And I think about you guys. Like, even me and Casey, like, we talk about people who comment on videos. Like, oh, you remember seeing that comment by that person? Like, I feel like I get to know you, and that's something that blows my mind. And I think that's the theme of this whole thing too. I think I've been saying that so many times. My mind is blown. I'm so humbled. Like, I keep drilling that point in, but I think I keep drilling that point in because I think that's who I am. Is somebody who is just so awestruck by the fact that there's a lot of people out there that believe in what we've been doing around here, and I'm so thankful, so grateful, and so full of words, and I need to stop talking, so we're gonna try to wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog, for watching me ramble, for watching me open up a little bit. It really means a lot to me, and I'm so excited for all the awesome things that we're going to be doing in the future, all the new journeys we're going to be going down. I mean, we've done so many things here, from Cat Lady to The Walking Dead to Outlast to Mad Father to Witch's House to Mortal Kombat to every single freaking game on this channel, like Last of Us. That's where it all started. So many different things that we've experienced here, and it's only going to get bigger, it's only going to get better, it's only going to get greater, and it's going to be because of you. So thank you so much for being here, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh my gosh, and before we do the meow, don't meow yet. Once again, thank you so much for 50,000 subscribers. It's a crazy milestone, and you guys make me believe that it's only going to get better and bigger from here. So thank you so much. You are the best, and I'll see you in the next video.